How you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you, Josh. Thanks for joining us on the programme. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, thanks. Basically, I want to talk about Mason Mount.
Go for
it. I'll just say good riddance to him, to be honest. The way he's acted throughout this whole process, I'm not happy with the way he's acted. I know he always says that he's proper Chelsea, he loves Chelsea and everything else. Don't get it wrong, United are a massive club and, they always will be bigger than Chelsea. I'm not deluded to say that, but I don't understand why he wouldn't want to stay under a manager like Pochettino who can bring through young English talent and obviously would probably be one of the main stars at Chelsea still. He has had a good season, Mason, due to his injuries, but to be honest, if we can get anything between 50 and 60 million for him, as Simon says, it's obviously profit from, coming from the academy. I just think we should just take the money and hopefully invest it into another maybe central midfielder. Plus, you've got that and Nkunku coming back as well. So I'm hoping maybe he can get someone else.
Josh, what's your perception of how he's behaved then? Because there is an inherent unfairness, and it manifests itself all the time in football clubs, that academy players are always behind the curve when it comes to salaries of other players. They are always playing catch-up because they start from a much lower position. And if you've got other players in that dressing room that may not have contributed as much as Mason Mount has done on significantly more money than him, he is going to have a view about getting to that level, isn't he?
Oh no, Simon, I understand that, of course. But the thing is, what I'm getting at is he is on a lot of. I can imagine he's on a lot of money. I don't understand his wage, bang on myself. But people like Reece James, he could be in the same category. He's done just as more. I know Mason Mount's won the Player of the Year twice in a row and everything. And he is a top player on his day. But again, there is inconsistencies with Mount as well. Reece is obviously, a big game player as well. He isn't throwing his toys out of the pram and looking to, go to a not.
But they offered him a contract which he thought was subsequently reflective of his worth, whereas Mason Mount believes that hasn't been offered to him.
Yeah, I understand that, but in one breath he's saying he's proper Chelsea, and plus he has come from the academy. I know he's a boyhood Portsmouth fan, but he's come through Chelsea's academy from when he was younger. I just thought that, following the steps of Lampard, them sort of.
He has every right, doesn't he, to sort of demand that he gets remunerated to a level that he believes reflects what he is worth to the club. This is a guy who is a poster boy for so many different brands, Sure, Nike, many others as well, Pepsi. I mean, all the big blue chip companies want a piece of him. All the big blue chip football clubs want a piece of him. So why won't Chelsea pay the money? I suppose that's the question.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say for sure why. As you've said before, I come on when maybe. They don't see him. They see him as not surplus to requirements because he's a good player. But I just think maybe they must have something else in mind.
They have a certain value of him, Josh, and Sam's debate about what other people are prepared to pay him from a blue chip point of view is irrelevant. People were prepared to pay Dele Alli a lot of money to sponsor him, like some of the big brands out there that got involved with him. That's got nothing to do with his performance on the pitch.
Terry is a Chelsea fan. Cheers, Josh. Yeah. Appreciate you calling us. Hi, Terry.
Yeah, Simon, Sam. Yeah, look, man can demand what he wants. I'm sanguine about this situation regarding selling players, be it Mount or anyone else. What you said at the top about Chelsea potentially selling Kovacic to Man City, we have to sell players to someone. Someone has to come in and offer it. We can't just sit there and rest on our laurels. We've got to balance the books. If Mount's hardly featured this season through either injury, form, whatever, so that maybe help form my thoughts on this. If he doesn't, the way I see it is simple. If he doesn't want to sign, if he doesn't want what Chelsea are offering him, then he's got to think about moving him on. I say that for most players. He's hardly featured. He's been injured. Maybe he's getting too big for his boots, whatever. If Chelsea offer him a good deal, it's not. If someone else is earning more at Chelsea, that's up to what they're getting. He needs to worry about what he's being offered. If he's not happy at Chelsea, they'll ship him out.
Cheers, Terry. Thank you very much. Edward's a Manchester United fan. And what do you think about the possibility that Mason Mount could be turning out in your shirt next season?
I think Eriksen's his legs are on his way out now, so I think he'll be an ideal replacement. But my point of the phone call was Declan Rice is his best mate. Now, United have reputedly want Declan Rice as well. That may help towards getting him.
They're not going to spend 60 million quid just as a sweetener to bring in his best mate, are they? Are they really going to do that? That's an expensive way of doing things.
Eriksen's, he's only got, 1-2 seasons left?
Yeah.
I was down at the Brighton game a few weeks ago, and his legs. He looks a tired man now.
Well, Christian's been fantastic for Manchester United over the course of the season, but he can only play 60 minutes, can't he?
Wrong. And he's going to be very important on Saturday. Very much so. You know, I think Saturday it could either be 6-0 City or a scrappy 1-0 United.
Edward, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Where are we going next? We're going to George. Hello, George. He's a Chelsea fan. George, you're through to Simon Jordan. What do you want to say?
I want to say, basically with Mason Mount, I think there's a fear factor coming in here with a lot of Chelsea fans. You know, I think I don't understand why we didn't nail him down a long time ago. That's the reason. But I think with us Chelsea fans, I think, you know, maybe we're thinking, oh no, if we let him go, it's going to be another Kevin De Bruyne situation, another Mo Salah situation, and we're going to be licking our wounds, thinking, what have we done again? You know, but if the kid wants to go, the kid wants to go. He can't hold us to ransom. He's got to go, isn't he? You know, and we'll get someone else in. He's not the club. You know, the club are bigger than just him. And it's a shame to see him go, but because I like him. He's an England international. I think he's got the world at his feet, really. I think he's got a lot of potential. And, yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's football.
Cheers, George. Thank you very much. Sam, not sure that he's been that influential in the Chelsea team this year. Mount's not a player of great quality. He doesn't start for any of the sides looking at him. He improves their squad as he's better than Fred, for example. He's not getting close to 250 grand a week player. Kovacic leaving is a problem. That's Cameron as a Chelsea fan.
I think that's a good assessment.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.